Hi everyone, today for math we are going to be doing some problem strings in our math journal, and then later on you are going to be working in your Bridges student book.
Mr. Shepherd, to the office, please.
So you need to get out your math journal and a pencil. So go ahead and do that, and when you are ready, then you can title your page at the top, Adding Tens Problem String, and then with the date, which is September 14th. Make sure that you are not skipping any pages and that you're going from front to back always. Okay? If you need to pause the video, you can. If you are ready, we are going to start with our first problem string. So a problem string is just a way for us to solve addition problems with many strategies. So it's really important for you to know that there is not just one way to solve a problem. There are many ways to solve a problem. So the first equation that we are going to do today is 28 plus 10. 28 plus 10, so write that, and I'm just going to number this number 1. 28 plus 10. So I'm going to think about how I can solve this problem. I can first stack it like a hamburger if I need to. I can do 28 plus 10 this way. Okay, then I would add my ones first, which is 8 plus 0, which is 8. And then 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer is 38, so I can stack it like a hamburger. Another way that I can solve this problem is by using a number line. Okay, so I'm going to draw my number line. I know that when I'm working with the number line, I always start with my largest number, which in this case is 28. So right here, I'm going to write 28. Now there's a few ways that we can do this. We can add 10 right away. If we just add 10, because 10 is a friendly number, I could get to 38, which is my answer. I could also, if I wanted to, start with the number 28. I could add 2 to get to 30. And then since I already added 2, I would only have to add 8 more because I want to add 10 total. So if I wanted to do that, I could just add 8 more. And that would give me my answer of 38. So I added 2 right here to get to a friendly number of 30, and then I could just add 8 really quickly. But for this one, the quickest way is probably just to know your multiples of 10 and how to count by 10. So if I just add 10 to 28, I should automatically get 38. So make sure you have this written in your notebook. Okay, if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. If you are ready to go on to number 2, then we are going to write 28 plus 13. So this one is a little bit different now. So again, I could stack it like a hamburger if I want to. 28 plus 13. I could have my ones and my tens. 8 plus 3 I know is 11. Then I have to carry my 1 or my 10 over to the 10 spot. Then I have 2 and 4. 41. That's how I could stack it like a hamburger. If I wanted to use a number line, I could. So everyone draw your number line. I always start with my largest number so that I don't have to jump so many times. So I start with my number 28. Okay, then let's look at the number 13. I can break 13 up into 10 plus 3. So that would probably be an easy way to jump. So if I did 28 and I did plus 10, I would get to 38. Then I would just have to add 3 more, which would equal 41. Okay, if 38 plus 41 is maybe a little bit too, or I'm sorry, 38 plus 3, maybe you don't like adding those kind of not so friendly numbers, I could do another number line. Okay, I would start with 28. Then just like I did up here, I could add 2. And that would get me to a friendly number of 30. Okay, now that I added 2, I could do another friendly number. I could add another friendly number like 10, which would equal 40. Okay, and I want to add 13 total. So 2 plus 10 is 12. So then I would just have to add 1 more, and that would be 41. So that might be a little bit easier to do than this, or you might like this better, or stacking it like a hamburger. Whichever you like is great for me. Okay, we are going to keep building on. So I'm going to turn my page, and I'm going to use the back side of my page. Okay, number 3. The next one is 28 plus 13. 28 plus 13. So I could stack it like a hamburger. 28 plus 13. I could separate, if I need to, my ones from my tens spot. Okay, I know 8 plus 3 is 11, so I put my 1 down. Oh wait, I'm sorry, we just did 28 plus 13. Sorry. Oops. 28 plus 23. That's better. Okay, if you made the same mistake as me, then just erase it. So let's try that again, stacking it like a hamburger. 28 plus 23. I could separate my ones from my 10 spot. Okay, I know 8 plus 3 is 11. I carry my 10 over to my 10 spot. Then I just add these together. So I know 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 more is 5. So my answer would be 51. So that's how I can stack it like a hamburger, and I can carry my 10 over. Let's do it with a number line. Okay, I'm going to start with my largest number, which is still 28. Then I want to add 23. So I like writing my number up here that I need to add just so I remember. So I can see here, like if I separate this into my ones and my tens, I can see right here that I have 2 tens, which would equal 20. So I can either add 20 or I can add 2 tens. Let's try adding 2 tens first. So I can go plus 10, and then I can go plus 10 again. So that would be 38, and then 48. Okay, so I added my 2 tens. Now I need to add my 3 ones. So then I'm going to add 3, which would then get me to 51. Okay, we could also do it a different way on our number line. We always start with our biggest number, which is 28. Okay, I could add 2 to get to 30 if I wanted to. Add 2, which would get me to 30. Okay, and I'm going to write my number again up here. 23 is what I need to add. So I added 2, Okay, so now I can add my 2 10s, which would be 20. So I can either do it like I did up here, add 10 and add 10, or I can just add 20. So I think since I already have 30 right here, I'm just going to add 20. 30 plus 20 is 50. Okay. Now I added 2 ones already, but I need to add 3 ones. So I'm just going to add one more, 1, and that equals 51. There's my answer. Okay, let's do another one. Let me make this a little bit clearer. Okay. All right, number 4. So these equations are going to kind of keep getting harder and harder. Number 4 is 36 plus 10. Okay, 36 plus 10. Well, this one I should just know because I should know how to count by tens. I should know 36, 46. So that's an easy way to solve that problem. I could also stack it like a hamburger or draw a number line if I need to. Okay, I'm going to go down to number 5, which we are going to add on, which is 36 plus 16. Okay, I could stack it like a hamburger, which I would do 36 plus 16. Okay, if I need to, I can break up my 1s and my 10s. So 6 plus 6 I know is 12. So I'm going to put my 2 down, carry my 10 over to the 10 spot, and then add up my 10. So I have 3, 4, 5. So my answer is 52. Okay. All right. We could also do a number line. So we start with our largest number, which is 36. Okay, and then I want to add 16. That's my number I want to add. So if I look at 16, I look at my 1s and my 10 spot, I can see I have 6 1s that I need to add and 1 10. So I could hop 1 10. 36 plus 10 is 46. Okay, now I need to hop 6 1s. So I can just hop like this, plus 6, and then that would get me to 52. You can also break up the 6 into 3 and 3. You could do 4 and 2. 4 and 2 would be a good option because then it would get you to a, or I'm sorry, yeah, 4 and 2, yep. Okay. So then I would get to my answer of 52. So let's think about a different way. I could add, so if I added 4 and 2, if I did plus 4 here, then that would get me to 50. Okay, then I just would have to add 2 more, which would get me to 52. Okay, I had to think about that for a second. But yeah, 4 and 2, and then that would get me to 50, and then to 52. So either way, all right, I have to go to another page, number 6. Okay, next one is 36 plus 72. Okay, so our problems are getting harder and harder. So 36 plus 72. Okay, I could separate my 1s from my 10s if I need to. 6 plus 2 is 8. 3 plus 7 is 10. So I'd put my 0 down. I could carry my 1 into the 100 spot. So then I would have 108. Okay, so 108. I can also do this on a number line. So I start with my largest number, which is 72. Okay, and then I want to add 36. So 36 is my answer, or what I want to add. So I'm going to circle that. So I can look here, I have 3 10s and 6 1s. So I think I'm going to jump by 10s. So if I did 1 10, that would bring me to 82. If I did another 10, that would bring me to 92. And then another 10 would bring me to 102. Okay, now I just have 6 more that I need to add, 6 1s. So I'm just going to add 6. And I know 102 plus 6 is 108. Okay, so that one's kind of a challenging one. All right, so make sure you have this in your notebook, all of your problem strings. And the main idea is to just let you know that there are many different ways to solve a problem. Not one way is the only correct way. Okay, so now let's look at our worksheet that we need to do for today. Okay, this is called Counting On and Problem Solving. It's page 22 in your Bridges workbook. So for number 1, you're going to count on by tens to fill in the blanks below. So you're just counting on by tens. You have some pretty big numbers like 377 and 222. So you're counting on by tens. Number 2 says, Lydia rides her bike 3 miles from her house to the store. Then she rides her bike 7 miles from the store to her friend's house. Then she rides her bike home. She doesn't know how far it is from her friend's house to her own house, but she knows that she biked 15 miles in all. How far is it from Lydia's friend's house to her own house? Show your work. So you are going to solve that problem there to find how far her house is from her friend's house. Okay. Number 3, this says Carrie has 27 coins. And I think that says Sarah has 18 coins. How many more coins does Carrie have? So how many more always means to subtract. Okay. Letter B, Rachel says that this is a subtraction problem. Khan says it is an addition problem. What do you think? So I just told you how many more always means subtraction. Okay, and number 4 says Aaron has 17 cars in his collection. Amira has 12 cars in her collection. How many more cars does Aaron have? So which one of these equations represents the situation? So you're going to pick which equation you would use to answer that problem. Okay, you're going to submit this worksheet using Kami. If you have any questions, please let me know. Have a good day.